for Sanatan Dharma. And nothing gives me hope except Dharmansh Foundation. I would be really glad if anybody can give me some more insights on this. But please be brief. Don't give your personal narratives. We all know where we are. Just focus on Dharmansh, and all your questions and all your suggestions should be focused on Dharmansh itself. Thank you very much for this patient hearing. If I've offended anybody, I apologize with folded hands.
Thank you, Miji.
Ritaji, one question. Omi bhai,
one second.
Richa has to moderate this. We can't go haphazard. Richa has to moderate this.
Yes, absolutely. And I will give time to people to talk. The thing is, if you can raise your hand, there's a raise hand button. That's the best way to, to communicate and to make sure that you get heard. And one of the things, Omiji, that I wanted to share when you talked about the nurse was that the Pew Research conducted a survey in India, and this was released this year. And they have said, they also asked the Christians, how many Christians are donating tithe? It's called tithe in their, culture. And I think India has one of the highest success rates in the number of Christians who are donating. So they're almost forced to donate. So almost 100% of them donate money to the church, So that's how while they give 15 lakhs while converting, but they also take it back in installments over time. But yes, with that said,
it's a well-oiled mafia.
It's a well-oiled mafia. And I know there's someone, I think, Omiji, you do know him. His name, the name isn't here, but it says Galaxy A5. If you want to take a couple minutes to just quickly ask your question, please do. And introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, thanks. Myself, Arvind Tiwari, and Omiji knows me for quite some time.
Yes, Arvind Bhai is a great Sanatani. Yeah.
Yeah. My one-folded request to every Hindu is on this planet that please come together. We are ditched by our present leadership and our Mathadishas, our science, all community. If we want to save this beautiful ancient civilization named, we are students of Bharat, the Agni, the knowledge. If we want to save this, please come together, and the only way forward is to take care of the people, those who are left behind by some way. They are our sahudaras, our brothers and sisters. And the only way is to give money. Money means to help them and buy loyalty, as Omiji has said. If someone asks for money, please give money. Nothing, arth ke bagair, without money, nothing moves in the world. Everybody talks about it. And I'm saying, without even money, dharma cannot flourish. You need to nurture the roots of the dharma by putting money. You can disseminate your teachings or everything by only way of putting money. We must come out of the shell. We are in the dark means phase coming forward. We are already in so much of depth, means neck deep trouble. The way amount of information I get about conversions, it is tremendous, as Omiji has already explained. If we don't wake up and take up this fight on a missionary zeal, I'm saying on a missionary zeal as the missionaries and the Islamists are doing, we cannot save this beautiful ancient civilization of our great sages, our ancestors who fought these mafias for so long. And how can we, their children, give up this fight?
Thank you so much. I will then ask Varunji. Varunji, you have a question, and then Anupmaji. I'll just
just to add on Arvindji's thing. Why we have to collect money or why we have to save dharma is like the Chanakya, as I will explained it. The mool of sukh ka mool jo hota hai, sukh means like prosperity. The base of prosperity is dharma. If you follow the dharma, we all get prosperous. We all stay happy. And to establish dharma, we need earth and wealth and bal also, like power also. And earth is the one of the way of making sure we have the enough muscle power on the ground. And the way to accumulate a lot of wealth is by having a stable state, stable government, a government which is well wishers of you. So we have already done a part of it by electing Modi government for last 2 terms. Now it's a part we are making money. It's not like in India or in US we are not making money. We are making money, and tons of money. And 100 rupees, which Omiji is saying, it's very small amount. We need to come forward and do as he's saying. We should have a zeal as a missionaries. What is at stake? The things at stake is our family, our kids, our future. The people who are right now enslaved by the mafia are the people who gave up their daughters, their kids, for to church people to get exploited, to mosque people to get exploited. Things, the worst things happens to their kids in their religious places, which they call it religious. And the institution they fund, they give 20%, 30%. That money is used for corruption. That money is used to buy corrupt people in the judiciary. Yet that money is used to pay for the protecting the pedophiles and rapists. We have seen it in India. uh, we have seen it in US, and recently we have seen it in France also. 300,000 kids been exploited, and these are the people who as an institution are there to exploit normal human beings like you and me. We Hindus are blessed, protected by them because of our dharma, that we didn't get fooled, our ancestors, because they didn't get fooled into their thing. Today, as an institution, as the Omi Bhai have said, that we are establishing Dharmansh Foundation. We have to make it successful, and we have to work with the Omi Bhai to make sure the not only the Hindus get protected, Hindus get a cover up, like organization to fight for them, like a Waqf board, that the way they fight for it. It need to have properties, it need to have wealth, it need to also have to make sure like it remains corruption free. It also have to make sure that each Hindu who is working for the dharma, with the zeal of a missionary, is well funded, well paid, and stand up as a role model, as a someone who will motivate the next generation to come and take up that missionary challenges that we have to pick. And along with that, we have to work towards the humanity, the people who have currently been exploited by these mafia groups on the name of God, on the name of religion. And we have to weaken our enemy. So that's all. There's two ways of thinking of it. One way is weakening our enemy, the second way is helping the humanity. So we have to do that. There's no other option. For if we wanted to win this war, we cannot win this war without while leaving our enemy alive. We have to make it like dead. So that should be the one more criteria. And the question that I had for Omiji, and the suggestion or slash question, is like the monthly money, the liquid cash that get collected, will it be get expenditure on the same month? And what would be the ways for informing the people, or at least the key people who wanted to just contribute, making sure the contributions keep going up, at least the people who are here? What would be the methodology to let them know where we are, what we have achieved, how things are moving, and to keep them motivated towards expanding the base? And 1 crore is your target. We would want it to maximize as much as we can. So